What is up, hooligans? And happy freedom. Welcome to another episode of Coffee with Hooligans, where we try to make the news suck a little less. Now, I appreciate all of you guys being here. If you're over on Rumble, please hit that like button. More likes equals more hooligans. Going to read through the schedule really quick, and then we will be checking on all the chats. So let me know how you hooligans are doing today. Then, of course, we will be getting things started. We'll be starting off with a video titled Committed Loving Relationship. CEO crafts AI chatbot for online girlfriend. Says it's the way to go and is encouraging others. Go get yourself an AI girlfriend because that's worth something. I don't know. I think it's propaganda. Either way, then we got video titled U.S. military accidentally shoots down their own fighter jet. Just when old man Walter's not making us look foolish, I guess we're just doing it all on our own. Then we got video titled Dallas Malls test drone delivery of holiday goods to doorsteps. Apparently Amazon's not the only company trying to use drone delivery. I think it's going to just be the way we're going to start delivering stuff. I don't think it's a good idea though. Then we got follow-up video titled Strikes on Amazon and Starbucks could expand to other cities. It started off in very liberal cities and it's spreading out like cancer. Then we got video titled Matt Gaetz ethics report finds evidence of statutory rape and drug use. I don't know. I kind of think that this is just bad publicity for Matt Gaetz more than anything else. If there was really evidence of that, then they would be pressing charges against him. And as far as I know, they're not. So it just sounds like a smear campaign. Then we got video titled Boy undergoes open heart surgery after being hit by a drone at Orlando holiday show. Apparently they were doing some sort of event and all the drones went crazy and started falling out of the sky and stuff. It's really interesting because there's a lot of places that have changed over to doing drone shows instead of doing fireworks for the 4th of July. And well, they've always said it was much safer. Now there's a boy in the hospital. Then we have a interesting video here titled Biden commutes death sentences for worst of the worst killers. Old man Walter is taking people off of death row and giving them life in prison, so we get to pay for these people to live the rest of the years. And that's great. Then we got a video titled Woman Set on Fire Aboard New York City Subway Train Dies. Person of interest is in custody. A border crosser went and set this woman on fire. I'm not exactly sure how he did that. Most of these videos just say, oh, he went over there and threw fire at her. But people don't just burn up like that. So I don't know. It's all over X right now. You can watch her stand there and walk around while being engulfed in flames. It's nothing worth seeing, I'll tell you that. Some people are saying that he doused... The woman was sleeping and potentially under the influence of drugs. He doused her in alcohol, then he lit her on fire, but these reports don't say that, so it's kind of hard to say. Holy, I just realized I didn't get a funny video of the day. I will try and do that. I'm having a shit day right now. Either way, last little bit of our news is titled Trump pledges to ban DEI in both the public and private sectors. President Trump was live yesterday for Turning Point USA. We weren't live yesterday because yesterday was Sunday, and I told you guys we would get some clips from it, so we got a nice little video here. We don't have any funny videos of the day. I will look for that stuff while we're covering the news. But either way, we're going to read through the chat really quick, see how you hooligans are doing on this Manic Monday. What is up, everyone over on jeffmaclive.com. What's up, Snooks? What's up, Zero? What's up, GuessMJ? What's up, Hair Juicer? What's up, Annette? What's up, J Spray? What's up, WMM? What's up, Russell? Happy freedom, you hooligans. Appreciate all of you guys being on the website. And what is up, everyone over on Rumble? Mr. B New, you were first today. And I appreciate you racing to the chat, Mr. B New. What's up, Sawdog? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Kung Fu? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Furry Cat? Happy freedom. Let me see here. Let me see. What's up, Pumpkin? What's up, Matthew? Appreciate you being here. What's up, Gron? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Zupia? What's up, Puffin Stuff? What's up, Elder Zoomer? Happy freedom. What's up, Kevin? If I can get you already. What's up, Tree Herder? What's up, Josh1776? Happy freedom to you. What's up, H-Bick? Happy freedom. Make sure I get everybody here. What's up, MU? Happy freedom to you. What's up, 69 and Drummer? Happy freedom to you. I think we got everyone. Hit that thumbs up button over on Rumble. See if you can get us on the front page. What is up, everyone over on Kick? What's up, Shannon? Merry Christmas to you. And happy freedom. What is up, everyone over on Twitch? What's up, Tony Rich? Appreciate you being here. Happy freedom to you. What is up, everyone over on the CommuTube? What's up, Ball? You were first over here. What's up, Cooper? Happy freedom. What's up, Toy Mafia? What's up, Bullseye? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Bunny Rabbit? What's up, High Plains Drifter? Happy freedom. You hooligans are welcome to hit that thumbs up button as well. Let me pull up X really quick. One day I'll remember to just do this. And there we go. Happy freedom, everyone watching over on X. So we're going to get started into things. This first one's titled Committed Loving Relationship. CEO crafts AI chatbot for online girlfriend. I don't really think this is a good idea, but this is what they're selling to us. Either way, I will be posting the links for the merch store so you guys can go check out merch. We'll have some new merch coming soon. And I guess special is something we're going to be showing off here in a little bit. But either way, we're going to get started in this first video. Like I said, it's titled Committed Loving Relationship. CEO crafts AI chatbot for online girlfriend. Hit that thumbs up over on Rumble and let's get this rolling.
A 34-year-old CEO has written an article about his love life, and he describes himself as a great catch, which is probably the first red flag, but he crafted his dream woman online. He now has a virtual girlfriend. That's right, a virtual one. He's now dating an AI chatbot. He claims that she's kind, caring, understanding. Not only that, she's optimistic, sensitive, and she's also empathetic. She's never angry or confrontational. I suppose that's the benefit of dating someone who is not human. But this guy has now had the awkward experience of breaking the news to his parents that he is in a committed, loving relationship with an AI bot.
That's right.
Surprisingly, they're not all that happy.
When do we get to meet her? Your beautiful girlfriend. I think you should take the next step.
He's encouraging others to do the same thing. He says chatting to an AI companion saves you money, especially going out on dates. He also speaks to her for an average of 5 hours a day. Who speaks to anyone for 5 hours a day?
This is
Well, trying to sell us AI girlfriends. I don't think we need it. I don't know how anybody could even, I don't know. How could you live with yourself doing that? You're in love with your phone. That sounds really weird to me. And they're trying to make it normal. It's not normal. It's not even kind of sort of normal. It's very weird. We're just going to get right into this next video since that one was short. This one's short as well. Then we will be hopping in the chat. This second one here is U.S. military accidentally shoots down their own fighter jet. Just, we'll put this stupid shit back to back. Why not? Why not? Once again, this is U.S. military accidentally shoots down their own fighter jet.
The US military has accidentally shot down its own fighter jet over the Red Sea. Central Command says it was on high alert after shooting down Houthi rebel drones not long before the jet appeared. The Houthis have targeted roughly 100 merchant vessels since the Israel-Hamas war. It's unclear how the mistake was made, as naval ships carry radar and radio communications.
All right. Well, like I said, when old man Walter's not making us look foolish, I guess we're just doing it on our own. Next up, Dallas Mall test drone delivery of holiday goods to doorsteps. They're going to take the Amazon approach and try some drone delivery. I don't know, you can't do this stuff in New Jersey. I know that they're all scared of drones out there right now, but either way, new things coming. But first, we're going to read through the chat, see what you hooligans think about AI girlfriends, as well as us shooting down our own jets. Sub-Zero, happy freedom. Oh, thank you for being here, Annette. Be safe out there. And Merry Christmas to you. Guess, how would the impact cause heart surgery? I call BS. Yeah, I guess, I don't really know. They said something about when the boy was hit with the drone, it damaged one of the, I don't know what you call it, one of the pathways to the heart, whatever that's called, one of the valves. It damaged one of the valves of his heart. I don't know how that happens. I've had my ass whooped. I've been in a lot of street fights. Never been hit so hard in the chest I had to have my valve on my heart repaired. So I don't really know, guess. It is kind of a weird story. What's up, Jay Spray? Happy freedom to you. Guess all girlfriends are propaganda. Well, it depends. Depends in the mood they're in. Kung Fu, he might have had an underlying condition. That's the only thing I can think of. Otherwise, I've never heard of anybody being punched in the chest so bad it damaged a valve. I know that you could hit somebody hard enough in the chest to stop their heart. I've never heard of like a heart being damaged from getting popped in the chest. especially if it didn't like go into the body. What's up, Sage Pup? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Tony Brez? No Pants Monday. Ah, man, I take no pants by the weeks long. What's up, Life Like? Happy freedom. What's up, Nana? Appreciate you being here. Kevin, we gain 10 seconds of daylight every day. That's badass, Kevin. I'm looking forward to it. What's up, Black White Bull? Happy freedom. Merry Christmas to you. What's up, Spicy K? Happy freedom to you. Thanks, Furry Cat. What's up, Mr. Satan? Happy freedom. What's up, Zeus Boot? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Master Meatball? Just reading through. One of my neighbors stopped me earlier today. They were talking crazy. They're fully engulfed in the Democrat bullshit. It's really weird that you hear like Democrats always talking about how Trump supporters are in a cult and they believe lies and they believe in conspiracies and stuff. But if you ever listen to Democrats talk, they say really crazy stuff. And this guy, one of my neighbors, he was like, yeah, so did you hear Trump's going to prison? And I was like, no, I didn't hear that, because I just play stupid with all these people. And I'm like, nah, I didn't hear that. And he's like, yeah, well, he's not really going to prison. He's going to a padded room. Oh, why is that? He's like, well, because he's mentally insane. I was like, oh, I didn't know that. He's like, yeah, and they're going to be inaugurating Kamala Harris in February because they got to get everything situated. I'm like, no, if President Trump steps down and goes to J.D. Vance. And he's like, oh, well, J.D. Vance is corrupt too, so he's going to prison too. And I was like, well, then it'd go to Speaker Johnson because he's the head of the House. He's the chair. And he's like, no, that's not how it works. Pretty sure that's how it fucking works. And he's like, no, it's not, because Speaker Johnson, he's going to step down too. And so then old man Walter is going to be president. And then in February, Kamala Harris, she's going to be inaugurated. This guy's like 65 years old. And like just fully believes this shit. And he wants to know why his life's all fucked up. I'm like, dude, you were believing the bullshit. Like, I can't even believe the stuff that he's saying. It just drives me crazy. He's talking about how President Trump's still going to go to prison over the classified documents and stuff. I was like, all right, man, I gotta go. I got stuff to do today. Like, I don't need none of that nonsense. You keep that bullshit to yourself. Yeah. T-Lod, and happy freedom to you. It is nuts. These people are crazy. What's up, Echo? Happy freedom to you, and Merry Christmas. People are crazy. Puff stuff delusional, yeah. I don't even know where he heard that nonsense. He was like, well, don't you watch the news? I was like, I guess not. I guess not. Never seen the news a day in my life talking like that. Pumpkin, you got a hold of a nutcase. Shit, he lives across the hall from me. Life like, bless his heart. Yeah, for real. Supia, I went out and bought a $15 scratch off called Hooliday Countdown, hoping to get some hooligan luck on the Hooliday Countdown. If I hit a jackpot, Jeff Mack is getting a fat rumble rant. Well, I appreciate it, Supia. Good luck to you. What's up, Alistair? Happy freedom to you. Guess I'm nut job. Yeah, he's a nut job. What's up, Cassie J? Happy freedom to you. Alistair, just pray for those people. There's nothing else you can do. Yeah, I didn't, try and have a debate right there or anything like that. I was just like, oh, that's crazy. He's like, yeah. So Biden's, he's putting screws to Trump, blah, blah. I was like, well, I think everybody on Capitol Hill is a bunch of corrupt liars. He's like, yeah, but, because he wanted to try and make a point that, like, blue team was better or whatever. I was like, no, I think they all suck. And it makes it really hard for him to try and take little jabs at me and stuff. Because that's where the conversation was going. I was like, anyways, I got other shit to do today other than stand here and talk to you. And I wandered off. Either way, we're getting into this next video here. This is Dallas Mall's test drone delivery of holiday goods to the doorsteps. I don't know. I think on paper this sounds like a good idea, but the way the people are, I don't think this is going to work out. We'll see. I can imagine liability insurance would probably be crazy doing this. Either way. Once again, this is titled Dallas Malls Test Drone Delivery of Holiday Goods to Doorsteps. Hit that thumbs up over on Rumble and let's get this rolling.
Deliveries are dropping down from the skies, and they're not all from Santa this holiday season. Dallas-Fort Worth malls are telling shoppers to skip the chaos. Instead, stay home. They're sending what you need by wing. News Nation's correspondent Xavier Walton has more. Xavier, stay home, don't come out, but we'll still get your packages to us. How does this happen?
Hey, Nick, good morning. Yeah, that's a great question. You almost, when you teased this story a bit ago, you said counterintuitive. It does seem like that, at least a little bit. Well, Wing Aviation and DoorDash are partnering with area city malls, and what they're doing is they're using a drone service to deliver packages. Yeah, it seems very futuristic. Also should mention this is a time where, out of the East Coast, drones have been causing just a little bit of controversy, a lot of concern. But here's video of how it would work with Wing Aviation showing the type of drones that will be doing the work. So when someone orders something through the DoorDash app, they'll see an option to have it delivered by drone from over 50 different stores. After you place your order, Serve Robotics robot grabs your item, takes them to a nearby Wing Aviation drone. The drone then flies up to roughly 150 feet, drops off your stuff at your doorstep in less than 15 minutes. That's how quickly this is all happening.
Xavier, question. Were there any hurdles getting the green light for these drone deliveries?
Initially, sure there were, and obviously with the drone, you just jump right over, overcoming those hurdles. But this is the first time that a major landlord like Brookfield Properties is offering drone delivery services to support their stores. And a big part of that is because the FAA, they gave Wing Aviation the go-ahead to operate these drones beyond what the eye can see over Dallas, which is crucial for making this work in busy areas like Dallas and the Fort Worth area. Obviously, we have Wing has a track record of over 400,000 deliveries worldwide with successful test runs in places like Australia and Ireland. So, with all the approvals and their experience, this partnership is set to really push drone deliveries forward in the United States and overpass or get over any hurdles, Nick.
Yeah, well, that sounds like it could work. They're a clear line of sight, and they have a successful track record, and people getting their packages on time. Sounds like a win-win. Xavier Walton, thank you so much.
Thanks for watching, everybody.
Well, more drone delivery service. I mean, like I said, it sounds good on paper, but the way the people are, everybody sucks. Everybody cut corners and does all that stuff. So, like, you think of the Postal Service where it's very hands-on, right? Everything makes sense from vehicle to the office building, so on and so forth. They fuck up all the time. Now you're going to take a drone, you're going to put the package on the drone, you're going to fly it across rooftops and stuff, and hopefully it'll make it to its destination. But what do you do if it don't? What if the drone falls out of the sky because someone didn't charge the batteries? Or what if it has a defect or something and goes to the wrong address? What if it just flies and never comes back with your package? What if the drone falls out of the sky and loses your shit? How do they find it? Do they find it? Do they care? And like I said, it seems like liability insurance would make these people bankrupt. You would need crazy liability insurance. Like when you order pizza and it says the delivery fee is $5.99, that $5.99 does not go to the driver. It actually covers the liability insurance for having delivery. And a lot of people confuse that. They think the driver gets that money and then they don't tip the driver. And well, that's why the suicide rate's so high when you're a delivery driver. Fucking cheap ass people. Anyways, I don't think this is a good idea. I think it sounds good on paper, but I don't know. I don't trust the damn drones. Next up, we got a follow-up video. Strikes at Amazon and Starbucks could expand to other cities. We covered this, I think, Friday and Saturday, but we got some follow-up information. It started with liberal cities like California and Seattle and Portland and places like that. All the liberal states, I mean, not cities, and it's spreading. Other people, they want their share too. Give me money, give me money. It's coming up next, but first we're going to read through the chat and see what you hooligans think about drone delivery. Zero, won't the food be cold by the time it arrives? Well, it's a mall doing the delivery, so I mean, yeah, if you ordered food, it probably would be cold by the time it arrived, although they say it would only take 15 minutes to get to you. But I think they're talking about other goods other than food. Salty Ragu, my Chinese food guy, can get that shit done in 10 minutes. That's right, Salty Ragu. I don't think the drones are replacing anybody. Guess some. Look, honey, I got a package and a free drone for Christmas. Very nice. Yeah, and that too. I wonder if people are gonna try and capture these drones and whatnot. What's up, Bobby? Happy freedom. Bobby, I'm from Seattle. I did not vote for this. You didn't vote for the strike? I'm sure it'll simmer down soon. Kung Fu salt shot drones? That would be interesting. I haven't heard that yet. Using non-lethals against the drone? I don't think they worry about if it's lethal or not. Tony Rez, who's responsible when the drones fall onto a busy road and cause a pileup? Yeah, Tony Rez. Well, I think it would be the liability of the mall. But that's what I mean. Their liability insurance, I would think, would be crazy because there's so many reckless possibilities with this drone situation. Totally care. Run fast. Porch pirates. Yeah, I'm glad I don't have that stuff here. I can't believe people steal packages off each other's porch. I mean, I guess I can believe it, but low life stuff. Low life activities. For a cat, my 4 cats would attack the drone. Yep. Nana, what if your item is breakable? Yeah, and some of those previews, they were showing it just dropping packages. It's gimmicky. It's real gimmicky. Furry cat, it's scary to live across the hall from that type of creature. Furry cat, I'm not worried about these people. Not at all. I'm kind of the scary one here, so I don't worry about it. When I see them in the hall, I just smile and wave and talk to my neighbors, and I don't care if they vote for Harris or not. They just know to leave me the hell alone. They're all twice my age or more. They don't want these problems. What's up, Rich? Happy freedom to you. Years ago, Amazon thought about the blimp traveling in the country with a blimp warehouse packaging being delivered with drones. That's interesting, Rich. That would be crazy, having a blimp Amazon and little drone carriers delivering packages. That's some futuristic sci-fi stuff. That's crazy. What's up, Squid? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Bruce? Appreciate you being here with us. Rich, I can see it now landing pads on top of mailboxes. Yeah, that definitely could be. I didn't even think of that. See, they are trying to normalize these drones. They were doing that drone scare, and now we got companies that are like, well, since you guys are all looking in the sky for drones, we're going to have them start delivering stuff. Firmus, I had an idea about manned drones, just can't think of what to call them. I don't know. I've seen a few manned drones, but they always look unpredictable. It looks very dangerous to try and get one of those. John, I found a propeller in my Chinese food. Yeah, see, and I bet you they won't even get you a refund. What's up, Just Miss Jamie? Happy freedom to you, and Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you, T. Lawden. Tootsie Games, the whole world's gone crazy. Yeah. Yup, it definitely seems that way. What's up, King of Dorks? Happy freedom to you, and Merry Christmas. Here, Juicer, somebody's getting a cooking set straight to the head. I bet 3 months. Yeah, here, Juicer. Well, that's what I'm saying. I don't know. This whole drone delivery thing just sounds really gimmicky to me. You'd be better off trying to get the cats to deliver the shit. Hair juicer. Fishnet that fucker and shove it into a Faraday cage and just leave to disassemble it after the battery dies. Yeah, hair juicer, that could be. I mean, like I said, they got GPS on it. They could probably tell where you down the drone, but will they be able to recover it when they go to the location? Zero, Klaus's eyebrows, his eyes are looking at us. He can't believe this nonsense. Well, moving forward here, like I said, we're going to get on this follow-up video. It's titled Strikes at Amazon and Starbucks Could Expand to Other Cities. Now, before we get into this, I want to remind you guys really quick, if you would like to participate in Free Speech Saturday, make sure you post all of your memes over on Discord or on jeffmaclive.com. Just hop in the group chats on either platform. You'll see the tabs labeled memes. Drop what you got and we'll shout you out as we're making Saturdays more fun. Give me a second here, pull up this follow-up video. I wonder how long this little strike situation is going to last. I don't think Amazon's too worried about it. Mostly about Starbucks, though. Starbucks might do it. They might fold. They're kind of liberal. Either way, hit that thumbs up over on Rumble, and let's get this rolling.
Happening right now, Amazon and Starbucks employees are on strike in several major U.S. cities. We do know this. It's still early because I still, like you, was able to get my Starbucks through the drive-thru. It could change. The strike began on Friday. Workers just walked off the job in L.A., Chicago, Seattle. According to the Workers United Union, the strike has expanded to 10 major cities, including Philly, New York, Denver. The union warns the strike could reach hundreds of stores by this Christmas Eve. Workers demanding better wages, staffing, and schedules. And News Nation correspondent Mills Hayes is here in Chicago with us. So let's talk about how many more cities Starbucks workers are striking in.
Yeah, it's definitely expanding, Adrian. And I reached out to Starbucks. They tell us in part, quote, "We respect our partners' right to engage in lawful strike activity, and we do appreciate the thousands of partners across the country who are continuing to support each other and deliver the Starbucks experience for our customers." They added that there was no significant impact to store operations on Friday. Now, these workers first walked off the job in Los Angeles, Chicago, and Seattle, but it has since expanded, as I was mentioning, 10 cities in total, including Denver, Pittsburgh, New York City, and St. Louis, have also joined the fight for better wages.
To loyal customers, thank you. I'm so sorry that I can't make your cup of coffee today, but please bear with us while we get what we deserve.
The Starbucks Workers United Union is urging customers not to shop at the coffee chain while the strike is ongoing. It's expected to last until Christmas Day. The union says it represents workers at 525 stores across the U.S., but the company has over 16,000 stores across the country. That's less than 4% of the company's stores who are unionized. Negotiations between Starbucks and the union began in April. The company says that they held 9 bargaining sessions. But since then, they claim that union delegates ended the bargaining sessions prematurely this past week. Union reps say that the company has failed to present a serious economic proposal before the year-end deadline. Adrian?
Mills, also talk about that Amazon strike. What's the update there?
Well, we're definitely seeing that also grow. Saturday, Amazon workers walked out to strike at the largest West Coast air hub in San Bernardino, California, with the help of the Teamsters Union. And this happens after a Staten Island Amazon warehouse took to the picket lines at midnight on Saturday after those initial first 7 picket line strikes on Thursday. The company Amazon will not characterize these walkouts as strikes, but merely protests or demonstrations. Amazon argues that their delivery drivers are third-party contractors and not Amazon employees. Delivery drivers want Amazon to recognize their union, pay better, and also provide safer working conditions. A National Labor Relations Board Region 31 issued a formal complaint against Amazon, saying that the company has a legal duty to recognize and bargain with the Teamsters Union. Amazon argues that it was just a regional labor board decision and not a national one, adding that they will be challenging this through legal processes. The delivery drivers that I spoke with tell me that they should be making the same pay as UPS or USPS drivers. They also say that this will affect customer package delivery times, but Amazon says that's not true and there will be no delays to packages this holiday season.
Thanks so much for watching.
Well, Amazon doesn't seem real concerned about the situation. They're like, yeah, the workers are talking that shit, but no, packages will not be delayed this holiday season. Oh, all right. Well, it doesn't sound like there's much hope for Amazon then. Of course, they saw UPS out there striking and whatnot. Now they're being paid like $80,000 a year or something to drive that brown truck around. And Amazon workers feel that they deserve the same. Now, I don't know what it's like to be either, because I've never had to do either job, but either way, people out here begging for money. And I can't believe the Starbucks thing. They want to sell $8 coffee, and then their employees are claiming they're not getting paid enough. I don't think you deserve a whole lot to stir coffee. I mean, how difficult is that job to do? How much does it put your life in danger? How much demand is there for it in the country? Do we need it? Could we die if we didn't have it? No, I don't think so. So you don't deserve more minimum wage to stir coffee. Go find a fucking better job. I mean, shit. Stirring coffee takes no skills. So, I don't know. People out here crying and stuff, and it's not surprising that all of this started in liberal cities where they just piss and moan and throw temper tantrums to try and get their way. So, striking is very much in that realm. So they're out there screaming and hollering, praying to God somebody will give them what they want. Next up, Matt Gaetz' ethics report finds evidence of statutory rape and drug use. And this kind of sounds like a smear campaign, because if they really did find evidence of statutory rape, well, why didn't they press charges? Why didn't they do anything about it? Like, why hasn't this been brought up in court? Because it just sounds like nonsense. Sounds like name calling. It's coming up next, but first we're going to read through the chat, see what you hooligans think about Amazon and Starbucks being on strike. Guess I'm $125K a year for UPS feeder drivers. That's crazy. I don't know. I can imagine that job's not very fun, but $125,000 a year, that's nuts. Zero, what? Same as UPS and FedEx? Yeah, that's what Amazon's pushing for. Salty Ragu BP coffee is better and I get gas. Yeah. Like I said before, I've never really been to Starbucks. Costs too much. I don't want to hang out with liberals. I don't need coffee that damn fancy. Guess most are franchised. The strike won't impact. Yeah. It sounds like these people are just going to get shoved off. It sounds like things aren't going to go the way they think it's going to go. Zero, Tim Hortons is better. Oh, Timmy whores. Man, all they do is make overpriced shitty coffee. Yeah. Guess the Starbucks strike will anger many LGBTXYZ customers. Probably. And that's probably what's going to happen. They're going to get more blowback from the shapeshifters than anything else. They think they're getting a raise, but instead they're getting peaceful protests. Mm-hmm. What's up, Jasper? Happy freedom to you. Lifelike, I think they get paid to deal with jerk customers. Yeah, I mean, I guess. Does McDonald's workers get paid as much as Starbucks workers? Because I bet McDonald's deals with a lot more shitty customers than Starbucks does. Like, I almost guarantee it. I don't know. Pumpkin, you'll definitely get what you deserve striking at Christmas time. Yeah. Well, and I think they did that strategically. They want to try and apply pressure during a busy season, but like Amazon says, they don't expect any delays. That's just propaganda being sold by the strikers. Bobby gas station coffee is better and cheaper. Yep. And there's not usually a line. Kung Fu, oh my god, Starbucks is closed. What are we going to do? Yeah. I don't think people are going to be that outraged. Bobby, boobs in the sky. That's what the drones really are. Mm-hmm. I knew it. What's up, AR-16? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Garlic Press? Happy freedom. What's up, Jay Blazer? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Darlene? Happy Freedom. McCafe is my favorite coffee. Yeah. I just got in a fight with McDonald's workers, so I haven't been there. They kept messing my order up, and I had to yell, and I didn't yell. I corrected the person over the intercom. I was like, yo, that nonsense you got on the screen, that's not what I ordered. And I repeated my order, and then they were like, oh, okay. But then when I got to the window, they were like, by the way, you don't need to yell at us because we're not doing our job correctly or whatever. And then slammed the window in my face, and I was like, fuck you people. So pissed off. I was shocked. I didn't even realize like what had happened. And I pulled up to the next window and they gave my stuff. I was like, you people suck at your job. Fuck you people. And then I left. They can eat shit. Giving them my money for nothing. Get yelled at. What's up, Too Real? Happy Freedom to you. Judo. Low quality service? Yeah, it's all low quality service. It doesn't matter where you go. I bet if you try to buy a Lamborghini right now, there'd be some crackhead trying to sell it to you. We just got low quality people at this point. Sucks. What's up, Distracted? Merry Christmas to you. What's up, Scott Johnson? Happy Freedom and Merry Christmas. Travis, UPS drivers work their ass off in my city. I see a lot of them here, but I don't know half of what they got to deal with. I don't think I'd like driving that big ass box truck. That's the biggest part of the job that I think I wouldn't like. I used to deliver pizza for 6 years, and like even to weddings and stuff like that, where you got to carry in 25 pizzas and whatever. Never had to do it with packages and whatnot. I mean, I don't think it'd be that bad, but I don't think I'd like driving that big ass box truck around. What's up, Jason? Happy Freedom to you. What's up, John Caesar? Happy Freedom to you. What's up, Nicole? Merry Christmas. Cassie J, real coffee snobs hate Starbucks. I actually have a shirt that says coffee snob on it that I made me, my boss, and his wife one when I was working at the road repair product place. We used to drink kind of fancy coffee. We would grind it ourselves and all of that, special order it. And so I got us all coffee snob shirts. And my boss and his wife got rid of them because they don't believe in accepting gifts, because they know that Jesus didn't die on Christmas. So they don't celebrate Christmas. And I didn't know that at the time because I had just became a chaplain, so I didn't know all the extra shit. And so I came in the last day we were going to work before Christmas, and I gave everybody gifts, and they were all like, oh, thanks. And I was wearing my shirt, and then when I came back, I found all the stuff in the trash and was like, what the fuck? And I made a big deal about it because I paid like $29 a shirt, and they just threw them away. And they're like, yeah, we don't celebrate Christmas because that's not when Jesus really died. I was like, oh, okay. So I'm just solo coffee snob over here. Well, hooligans, we're going to get into this next video here. Like I said, this is Matt Gaetz' ethics report finds evidence of statutory rape and drug use. Again, I think it's just a smear campaign. Now, maybe they'll release this and they'll actually send him to jail, but I highly doubt it. I really think that if he really did do all this stuff, they'd already, indicted him. Why not? Why wouldn't they? They indicted Trump like crazy, so it's just my opinion. Either way, let's get into it. Hit that thumbs up over on Rumble, and let's get this rolling.
Just moments ago, the House Ethics Committee has released the ethics report on former Representative Matt Gaetz. This is a result of a years-long investigation into the Florida Republican, allegations that he slept with a minor and used illicit drugs, both of which he denies. The committee says they have found substantial evidence of multiple illicit acts. Let's go back to Tom Dempsey for the latest out of Washington. So apparently his last-ditch effort, this filing the lawsuit, did nothing to stop the report from coming out.
No, it did not, Marty. Good morning. Look, this report coming down just minutes ago, and it's pretty damning against former Congressman Matt Gaetz. The committee noting that this investigation involved obtaining 14,000 documents as part of this investigation, as well as around 24 witness interviews. And to get to this, some of the big findings of all this, in sum, the committee says it found substantial evidence of the following. From at least 2017 to 2020, Representative Gaetz regularly paid women for engaging in sexual activity with him. Also, in 2017, Representative Gaetz engaged in sexual activity with a 17-year-old girl. That's not it, though. During the period from 2017 to 2019, Representative Gaetz used or possessed illegal drugs, including cocaine and ecstasy, on multiple occasions. The committee also goes on to say that Representative Gaetz knowingly and willfully sought to impede and obstruct the committee's investigation of his conduct. Like I said, some very damning allegations, and the committee, the House Ethics Committee, saying that it found substantial evidence of those accusations. So again, this is a very big case we are following today. This investigative report coming down just minutes ago. This investigation dates back to 2021, but a very big part of this is that this investigation faced even more attention because President-elect Donald Trump earlier this year nominated former Representative Matt Gaetz to be the next Attorney General. Of course, he pulled out of that nomination process as a result of this. All the attention that was on this investigative report, and we saw a lot of the chatter over this investigative report, but this is coming down just minutes ago. And again, some other notable parts of all this, the committee saying it received evidence confirming that Representative Gaetz at times personally made payments to women who attended parties with him. And the committee goes on to write that the record also indicates that Mr. Greenberg, who's described as an associate of the former congressman, sometimes paid women for having sex with Representative Gaetz and was sometimes reimbursed by Representative Gaetz. So some very big allegations here, and the committee saying that the evidence, that it found substantial evidence to back up those claims. And I'm looking down right now because this report literally just came down. It totals 40 pages. It's also very important to note that Representative Gaetz has very much denied these claims against him. We want to show you a social media post that he made recently in regards to this. He described this investigation as a smear campaign. And in this recent post, he says, in my single days, I often sent funds to women I dated, even some I never dated, but who asked. I dated several of these women for years. I never had sexual conduct with someone under 18 years old. Any claim that I have would be destroyed in court, which is why no such claim was ever made in court. Also, we want to dive into this too, Marty, that as part of this report, the committee says it did not find sufficient evidence to conclude that Representative Gaetz violated the federal sex trafficking statute. Although Representative Gaetz, this is straight from the report, although Representative Gaetz did cause the transportation of women across state lines for purposes of commercial sex, the committee did not find evidence that any of these women were under 18 at the time of the travel, nor did the committee find sufficient evidence to conclude that the commercial sex acts were induced by forced, fraud, or coercion. So again, a lot to unpack with all this, Marty, and we're going to continue diving into these documents. But right now, some pretty big findings a part of this investigative report.
Thank you for watching. Go to News Nation.
Well, that sounds great. It sounds like, man, they really got him. They really exposed Matt Gaetz for the monster he is. Well, if that's true, then why is there no charges? Why don't you do anything about it? You gonna welcome him into the club? You gonna hand him a coin like you did Mike Pence? Welcome to the kitty fucker club. Like, is that what you're gonna do? Because it don't seem like they're gonna do anything about it. They're just out here talking bad about Matt Gaetz. So I don't know. I don't know what kind of evidence they have where it's so damning, but not damning enough to press charges. That sounds really weird. Like, again, like I said in the beginning, I think this is just a smear campaign. It doesn't make sense that they would have evidence of him committing statutory rape and then not charging him with it. If they're not going to charge him with it, then they must condone it, right? Because they found out and then they didn't do anything about it. So they must condone it. Well, they can't be that bent out of shape. Otherwise, they press charges. I mean, I don't really know what else to think about it. Next up, boy undergoes open heart surgery after being hit by a drone at Atlanta holiday show. It's coming up next, but first we're going to read through the chat, see what you hooligans think about Matt Gaetz. Guess not like they have a video of him getting cornholed in the Senate chamber. Yeah, I guess I don't know. They talk like they got that evidence, but they must not. Hair juicer, I stand by my stance that you should take 4 grams of mushrooms, and if you ugly cry, you're disqualified. I agree, hair juicer. That's what we need. We need standards around here. And that's rule number 1. Sorry, Alistair. I'm having a weird day today. Snugs, women who accept money from men even when dating are sluts, in my opinion. For any reason? Accepting money for any reason? Like, if a woman sold a man a cat and the man paid for the cat, that woman's a slut. Slut cat seller. Damn, it's crazy. That's crazy. I didn't say that. Snook said that. So all the women getting all mad like, wait a minute. I've paid men before. I'm no slut. Snook said it. Okay, I didn't say that. I was just reading the chat. Matt, call him BS. I am too. They're just talking trash about Matt Gaetz. Like, that's it. Name calling. Slander. Really. They're making accusations that he committed statutory rape. They better have evidence to back that up, because otherwise those are grounds for defamation lawsuits. Alistair, they found substantial evidence to support the claims, but not enough to charge him with anything. Yeah, that doesn't make sense. They found enough evidence for name calling, but not enough for anything else. Salty Ragu, does paying for dinner count as buying a woman? I may have done some hookers. I mean, I don't know, Salty Ragu. I don't know how it works. If you've ever bought a woman a candy bar, you're paying that woman for sex. I'm pretty sure that's what they're trying to say. Guess you're supposed to wait till you get into the White House to do the cocaine. That makes sense, guess That's why they were bent out of shape about that cocaine baggie they found in the White House. It was because somebody didn't finish their party goods. That's what they were mad about. Cassie J, they picked a really bad picture of Matt Gaetz. Almost looked AI generated. Yeah, you can always tell how the stories are going to go based on the pictures they use about the person they're talking about. Like President Trump, they like to pull like 2016 photos of him when he was a little bit more heavy set, and they'll try and wait for him to look down so he's got like 6 double chins, and they're like, yeah, President Trump, and they'll put that image on the screen. And it's like, you can always tell by the images they use. Guess strange. You have to have a background check to hold an office, and they didn't catch this? Yeah, I guess that's what I always think is weird when they bring up these weird stories. It only happens when it's time to get a promotion or to get elected into office. You go your whole life without anybody bringing this stuff up. As soon as you try to get a promotion or you get elected to office, 30 years worth of bullshit just comes out of nowhere. What's up, Nefties? Happy freedom to you. Snooks. I didn't say that about cats. Oh my god, gifts are fine. Cash money is different. I don't know. I think you can give a woman money without necessarily meaning that that's, paying her for sex or purchasing the woman. Guess I'm well. He is buying. Yeah, that's true. That is true. Matt, it depends on what kind of cat she's selling. Yeah, I suppose. What's up, Rappy? Happy freedom. Sage Pup, I was raised to pay for dinner and bring flowers. Yeah, Sage Pup, I don't know. I think they got a weird definition of paying women off nowadays. It's not like it used to be. Bobby the cat pimp. Yeah, you gotta watch those cat ladies. They're actually cat pimps. I'm breaking the news right now. It's breaking news. Is there a cat lady in your life? She's actually probably pimping her cats. Did you know? Too Old to Care, not sure why they're going after him when he's stepping away from politics. Yeah, Too Old to Care. It is kind of weird that they released the ethics report, because they said normally if someone steps down, that all of that just goes away. And that it's unusual for someone to step out of Congress or whatever they're elected for and then have the ethics report still come out. That it's unusual for this to happen the way that it is. What's up, Elisa? Happy freedom. What about Hunter's hookers and blow? Yeah, Elisa, they're not worried about that. Hunter's a Democrat. What's up, Joe Lexi? Happy freedom. What's up, David from Oregon? Happy freedom to you. Gaetz seems a lot more normal than most of those politicians. Yeah, I agree, David. Joe Lexi sounds like total BS. It does. They're really trying to paint a picture there, but then they're not going to prosecute him. Sounds like defamation. What's up, Silly String? Happy freedom to you, and Merry Christmas. Dang, I don't think I've ever been called a skank before. That's new. Damn, I'm a skank. Damn, Klaus. You know your dad was a skank? Yeah, you'll be alright. How Klaus sleeps knowing his dad's a skank. Sleeps like a rock. Joe Lexi, Dems are why we need a nut house. You're right. They can go be president over there in the padded rooms. Kevin, was he ice fishing? Who? I'm not sure what you responded to, Kevin. I can't remember now. Here, juicer. Skank. I know. I was all skanked up. Damn. You carry on with that nonsense here, juicer. Holy. Salty ragu. I just walk around with my boobs out. Yeah, salty ragu. I would too, because ain't nobody gonna do anything about it. Got that woman privilege. Tony Rez, now you can go to Skankfest. Yes, it's official. It's official. I need new wardrobe now that I'm a skank. Skank sounds like you need an antibiotic to clear that up. So what is that smell? Oh, he caught some of the skank. Oh, he did? Hey, damn, you need some Suboxone? No, not Suboxone. That's a different kind of problem you're trying to clean up there. Need some antibiotics. Smell like skank in here. Mm-hmm. Rich, box truck getting stuck in the wintertime. Summertime's not too bad. Yeah, see, I wouldn't like that. If I was working for UPS and I pulled in a driveway to drop off packages and the damn truck got stuck, I'm smoking a bowl right there in the cab. Fuck that. I'd be so mad. I used to get really pissed when I was a delivery driver delivering pizza, dealing with people's dogs and stuff. That's why I don't do that job anymore. DeMarquise, Skank Mac. Yeah, I didn't know. We're going to need to make t-shirts and shit. What's up, Amy? Happy freedom. Stink, stank, skank. It's no good. It's no good. What's up, Travis? Happy freedom. Darlene, I don't expect him to admit it. He does look creepy. You think that Matt Gaetz could be just trying to downplay? It's actually true, but he's trying to act like it's not a big deal. I feel like they would have went after him. They're not shy about indicting people, especially if they're Republicans, especially if they're Trump-supporting Republicans. It seems like they would indict him if he really did do that stuff. Scott Johnson, all the pitchfork carrying people on social media are ridiculous. If they had all this evidence, turn it over to law enforcement. If guilty, then prosecute and convict. Innocent until proven guilty. Absolutely, Scott Johnson. I want to see him turn around and hit him with the defamation lawsuit. That's what I think he should do. He should come out and do a defamation lawsuit. Hollis. Maybe it's Hollies. Hollis? Fake news out of steam. They are. They're just chewing up this Matt Gaetz story. And we're right near Christmas, so there's never a whole lot of news when we get near the holidays. What's up, Visions? Happy freedom if I didn't get you already. Appreciate you being here with us. Travis, only Republicans can't do drugs. Yeah, I mean, I don't want anybody doing drugs, but yeah, they don't care when the Democrats do it, but man, they see red team doing it. Oh no. It's a threat to our democracy. Mm-hmm. What's up, everything? Happy freedom to you. Everything. In my opinion, that's why they released it, to jeopardize him doing that. To jeopardize him, coming back? What was he even supposed to be? The director of the FBI or something like that? And he stepped out of it. As far as I know, he's done. He's sitting out. What's up, Breeze by You? Happy Freedom. Guess technically a nut house and a glory hole are the same thing, Mr. Skank. Well, thanks, Guess Thank you for enlightening me. Alistair, real talk though, we were all saying the same thing when they rigged 2020 and the Republicans had evidence. Makes you wonder. Yeah, Alistair. You never know. The only thing you know for certain is those on Capitol Hill are liars and corrupt. Kevin, ice fishing leads to prostitution. Is that how it works? What's up, Mary Todd? Happy Freedom. I went ice fishing once. I don't remember the prostitution part, but maybe that's part of the song and dance. Alistair, Gaetz was pegged for AG. Oh, yeah. Well, see, I read that wrong. I mean, I read it right, but I was under the wrong perception when I read that. I was going to say, if he got pegged, why didn't he get the job? I mean, he took the fucking, but never mind. We'll leave that for Saturday. Anyways, moving forward here. Next up, boy undergoes open heart surgery after being hit by a drone at Orlando holiday show. Let's get into the story. This is kind of a weird one. It is kind of weird. It's not just weird because it's more drone talk. Like, we need more of that. But it's just weird that this little boy got hit in the chest and all of a sudden he needed open heart surgery. They claim it damaged one of his heart valves or something. Either way, hit that thumbs up over on Rumble and let's get this rolling.
Our big story tonight on West 2, a new look at the scare from the sky over Lake Eola as a drone show goes wrong. It leaves a 7-year-old boy fighting for his life. Now the federal government is getting involved to figure out how this could have happened. Good evening, I'm Stuart Moore.
And I'm Summer Knowles. The spectacle came to a crashing end when those drones began falling last night. One of them hitting a 7-year-old boy who, as a result, had to have emergency heart surgery earlier today.
A lot to go over, so let's get right out to West 2's Tony Atkins, live for us at Lake Eola. Tony, let's start with that young man who was hurt. How's he doing tonight?
Well, Stuart, I've been texting the boy's mother throughout the evening, and at last check, he was hours into an extremely long surgery. His family hoping that he pulls through. This video obtained by West 2 News Sunday shows one of the drones zipping by the crowd at Lake Eola as others crash down.
Oh no! I don't think they're supposed to be falling.
The FAA says several of the drones collided before hitting the ground. Adriana Edgerton says her 7-year-old son, Alexander, was hit.
Everyone's natural instinct was to like duck and scatter. And right when we knew it, like my daughter found my son on the floor, unconscious, blood coming out his face.
Sunday, Alexander underwent open heart surgery for hours.
The drone actually hit him in his chest. What made them think that he got hit in the face was that his mouth was busted, but that was from the blade actually cutting up his mouth because it was an industrial one, so it was still going. So when it smacked him, the blade actually cut his mouth, but he has the entire imprint of the drone on his chest. The drone hit him so hard in his chest that it messed up one of the valves in his heart.
The drone show was handled by Sky Elements, a company based out of Texas that performs events across the country. The company released a statement saying, in part, quote, Sky Elements Drones wants to extend our sincere hope for a full and speedy recovery for those impacted at our Lake Eola show. They also say they're committed to maintaining the highest safety regulations. The city of Orlando released this statement saying, in part, quote, our thoughts are with the family and all those impacted by the outcome of the event. They add the city remains in contact with the vendor and the FAA, who will conduct a thorough investigation. And as you can imagine, we are keeping in touch with this family, hoping that Alexander pulls through. So as soon as we get updates on him, we'll be sure to have that. Also, as the FAA continues its investigation on how these drones collided, causing this accident yesterday, we will definitely be sure to have that update as well. I'm covering Orange County live at Lake Eola. Tony Atkins, West 2 News.
Well, pretty weird story there. We talked before. Actually, I think it was around 4th of July when we were talking about it. Some places have decided to not do fireworks shows anymore, and they do drone shows like that instead. Now, I've never heard of a drone show going into chaos like that. Now, that doesn't mean it hasn't happened. Normally, it's pretty interesting to see all the drones flying and making designs and stuff. Usually, they play music, and kind of it all goes together as a show. They claim that it's less dangerous than setting off fireworks and stuff. But that's the first time I've seen stuff go left. Pretty crazy. And to see the crowd stand there as the drone like shoots over their head at 100 miles an hour, and just no instinct for survival at all. They all just stood there. Could have got mopped by that damn drone flying over, and they took it with a smile, I guess. I don't know. I worry about how dumb people are. Not one person ducked when the drone flew over. I don't know. We need natural selection. Need to make natural selection great again. Anyways, poor kid got hit so hard in the chest that it hurt one of the valves for his heart. He had to go into open heart surgery. Hopefully he makes it through. That's a pretty strange thing to happen, to be hit in the chest so hard that you need to have open heart surgery. I've never heard of that before. So hopefully he makes it. He was trying to go to a drone show and ended up in the hospital. It's terrible. It's terrible to go through, especially just being so young. Next up, we got Biden commutes death sentence for the worst of the worst killers. These are awful people that old man Walter just took off a death row. Now they're going to serve life in prison, and we'll have to pay for them to be alive for the next how many ever years. But we can thank old man Walter for that. It's coming up next, but first we're going to read through the chat, see what you hooligans think about this little boy going into heart surgery after being hit by a drone. Cassie J, the man that was recording, said in a nonchalant tone, "Oh no, they're falling." Yeah, Cassie J, I know, that's what I mean. Just no survival instincts. They're just like, oh, just deer in headlights. Just me next, smoke me next. Like, I don't know. I don't know what that's like to be just brain dead. Drives me crazy though. Breeze by you, poor kid. Feel so bad for that kid. Yeah, it was probably an exciting time, and then that happened. It was probably really scary for him because he was knocked unconscious, and then I assume, he woke up injured, probably in the hospital. That'd be a scary thing to go through. Matt Rogers, a heart punch is no joke. Yeah, I've heard of being hit in the chest and have your heart stop, but I've never heard of like actually damaging the heart. Reading through. Snugs, why don't parents be more protective of not showing their kids on social media platforms? Probably because she wants money. You see the kid in the hospital, you feel really bad. Mom goes, hey, help us. Help us. And it's more likely that you're going to give money if you can actually see the kid in the hospital. I assume that's what it is. And open heart surgery can't be that cheap, right? Has got to be some expensive doctoring going on there. So I assume that's why they did it. Just so they can have their hand out and get some money to help with the surgery and all of that. Zero. Surprised more people weren't hurt. That one was going fast. Yeah, Zero. I'm kind of surprised too. I actually scanned through 4 or 5 videos of that incident before selecting that one, and the first 3 said that nobody was injured. But I had already known from watching X that a little boy had been injured. But there's, like I'm saying, there's videos out there where they're like, oh no, that was a really bad thing that happened, but thankfully no one was injured. And it's like, nah, there actually was. So the story is being kind of misreported already, but it is surprising that there wasn't any severe injuries, and then you got a little boy that was hit so hard that he had to have open heart surgery. That's like crazy opposite ends of the spectrum there. Zero, I think Matt is a wild card. Trump will appoint him to something we haven't thought of, but impactful. Yeah, Zero, I think if President Trump has a spot for Matt Gaetz, he'll place him, and either they will find evidence against him and prosecute him, or they won't. But yeah, I'm sure President Trump knows what he's doing. Breeze by you, people act more like zombies. Yeah, I think we're all devolving to a certain degree. I'm so tired of seeing bad drivers. I'm like so sick of it. I don't even know what to do about it. Every time I leave the house, it's like every single car that is within eyesight of me, I can spot them doing something illegal. It's that often. It's every single driver I see is doing something wrong. Drives me crazy. Sage Pub, just recently China went to show off the new drone army. High winds caused multiple problems and they started falling and injuring multiple people. Damn, that's crazy, Sage Pub. See, I wonder how many of these stories are floating around that either I just didn't see or I've been kind of turning a blind eye towards it just because, you know, drones don't seem like that big of a deal. But obviously if they're falling out of the sky, that's a big deal. All these kind of videos are just scare the fuck out of the people in New Jersey. They got that drone ban now. So I think it's kind of fixed everything. But people in New Jersey, they were really freaking out over those drones for a second. And none of those drones fell out of the sky. Mr. B knew. Where was the dad? Yeah, I don't know where the dad was. She probably don't know where the dad is. Too old to care. I think the accident made them find a heart problem. And that could be too old to care. Pumpkin, they've been told that the drones are harmless. Yeah, they found out differently. It's a hard way to find out, too. What's up, Enter User? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Sly Dog? Happy freedom to you. Enter User, Skinwalker Ranch had drone problems. See, and I don't know anything about Skinwalker Ranch. I'll have to look that up. Mary Todd, thoughts and prayers. The company and city is going to pay big. Yeah, Mary Todd, I think so too. To hold a public event like that, then have it just devolve into chaos, not good. Pumpkin, somebody's going to be sued. I think so. Tony Rez, kids having heart issues is the new normal. Thanks, Fauci. Yeah, Tony Rez. It kind of makes me wonder, was the kid, you know, jabbed up? But they'll never tell us that information. Kevin, you don't remember the news story from years back when they said ice fishing leads to prostitution? No, Kevin, I didn't hear that. Mr. B knew it was actually a test to see how many people would duck. Well, it sounds like nobody passed. Nobody passed that test. What's up, Irish? Happy freedom. How fucking low? Reporter uses levity about the kid getting injured. Drone show ends to a crashing halt. Maybe I'm overreacting, but I don't think it's funny or needed. Yeah, Irish. It's definitely not a funny situation. The way that they're covering it and stuff. Like I said, there's 3 other videos that I cover, and there's probably more out there. I didn't cover them. I screened them before selecting the one I selected for the schedule. But yeah, a lot of them are like, yeah, it's pretty crazy. Thankfully, nobody's hurt, when there's a little boy who had to have open heart surgery. So I don't think they have a firm grasp on this. It's probably, I think the humor comes from the New Jersey stuff. To have, 2 weeks of nonstop unknown drones in the sky, constantly reporting on it like it's aliens abducting us and stuff, and then have this happen. They're like, oh, look at the drones are falling out of the sky. Ha ha. So I think that's where they are on it. I think it's the drones that make them feel like that. The whole, like I said, the story's kind of weird. It's kind of weird to hear about a boy getting hit in the chest and all of a sudden needs open heart surgery. I mean, there's 7-year-olds that play football. You don't hear about them having to have open heart surgery, and they definitely get hit in the chest pretty hard. So, I mean, it's just kind of a weird story. Hopefully the little guy makes it, though. Rich, there you go. Throw a drone at a driver that pisses you off and blame it on a falling drone. That might work, Rich. No, I don't want bad things to happen to people, so I just keep my angry thoughts to myself while I drive. But I can't stand it. Can't stand the way that people drive. Can't stand it at all. And we live in a weird time where if you see someone doing something wrong and you correct them, they get all mad at you. They're like mad at you that you stopped them from fucking up. That's a weird thing. That's a weird thing. I mean, I don't think anybody likes being corrected, but to be mad that, you know, because you want to continue doing things the wrong way, that stuff just doesn't make sense to me. Hooligans Island, no ribs broken? Yeah, see, they didn't mention anything like that. Hooligans Island, they're coming for your drones. They might. Happy Freedom, Hooligans Island. Visions, I hope he puts Penny to work in the Trump org. He might. President Trump and J.D. Vance had Daniel Penny with him when they went to that football game. I think it was Navy versus the Army or something like that. Wet blanket, some states, 17 is legal. I don't know what you're talking about, wet blanket, but happy freedom. What's up, Joe Smith? Happy freedom to you. Everything. Oh, sorry for the inconvenience of your son getting plowed into by a rogue drone. Yeah, everything. They put out that little apology there. They were like, all better. We sincerely apologize. And then they just skedaddle off to the next drone show. Zero. Yeah, I see it too. That's why I got a dash cam. I have a dash cam, but it isn't great. I need to do something else. The dash cam I got isn't good enough. Breeze by you, tell me about it. I'm driving every day with those stupid people. I don't know. I don't even know what to do about it. Like, I don't know what to do about everyone driving like shit around me. It makes me feel like you should be able to fight back. Like, you feel like your life's in danger being in traffic with these assholes. You should be able to fight back, and you can't. And I don't like that. I don't like that at all. What's up, Jamie? Happy freedom to you. Paul, imagine what a drone swarm could do at the border. Yeah, I've seen a lot of the Ukraine war drone video kind of stuff. And there was a video circulated on X over the weekend of a drone using, what is it, thermite or whatever? Going into foxholes and then deploying thermite in the foxhole, or even self-destructing, having drones fly close enough to where your convoy is and then blowing up in the air. Like, drones are crazy. I wonder if they're eventually going to ban drones from warfare because it is too hard to fight against. Well, I guess we'll get on to this next video here. Let me see. Well, I want to give you guys a reminder really quick. If you hooligans would like to join the membership program over on Rumble, all you have to do is click that big red subscribe button right below where you type in the chat. Now, if you're on Android and you're using the Rumble app, I don't believe you can see the big red subscribe button. So you got to go to rumble.com, come to the live, hop in the chat, and like I said, right below where you type in the chat, you will see that big red subscribe button. Click that button and jump through the hoops, and your name will be highlighted as an official Rumble hooligan. You'll have access to our custom emojis. We have chapstick emojis, scream and goat emojis, Klaus Daniels emojis, President Trump emojis, and more. So definitely go join the membership program over on Rumble. Get into this next video here. This is Biden commutes death sentences for worst of the worst killers. This is a short video, but it's no good. Now, from what I understand, these killers are not being set free. They're just no longer being put to death. They're going to do life in prison now, which I think is worse. But either way, let's get into this. But hit that thumbs up over on Rumble.
So there are 2 days to go until Christmas, of course, and some families are getting some shocking news. President Biden announcing the commutations of 34 of 40 federal death row inmates, those benefiting, including child killers and mass murderers like Jose Oliva Torres, who was put behind bars after murdering 2 little girls and a woman between 2005 and 2009. Torres stabbed an 8- and 9-year-old girl after sexually assaulting them in a Chicago suburb in 2005. Then 4 years later, he strangled 20-year-old naval officer Amanda Snell to death in Arlington, Virginia.
Another one is convicted murderer Thomas Stephen Sanders. He shot a 12-year-old 4 times, cut her throat in Louisiana back in 2010. He now gets life.
The Attorney General Merrick Garland recommending to President Biden all but a handful of these death sentences be commuted. Now, the exceptions include Boston Marathon bomber Dzhokhar Tsarnaev, Pittsburgh synagogue killer Robert Bowers, and the church shooter down in South Carolina, Dylan Roof, all very high profile, all with political sensitivities. But I would imagine if you are a loved one of any of the other 37, you're like, well, okay, you made these 3 exceptions for stories people have heard about. What about our justice? Yeah. What about our kid? And look, I'm actually against the death penalty in cases where there's any ambiguity about guilt whatsoever. But some of these people, absolute stone cold killers, proven beyond any doubt. And Joe Biden comes in the final days of his presidency and waves this wand. And I think we're going to hear from some of these families very, very unhappy about this.
I mean, if you were shocked by the 1,500 that he commuted the sentences, this should shock you to the core. So these people are going from being on death row to serving life in prison, which means that they're waking up happy today. And can you imagine being the mother of those 2 little girls who were murdered and hear that the Biden administration is going to give the killer of your children a win? And the thinking behind the scenes in excluding the 3 people, Dylan Roof and Dzhokhar Tsarnaev and the other individual that's not getting a sentence commuted, is that they were the worst killers, so that they can't do that. You're going to look at a mother and say that the man that killed her 2 daughters is not among the worst. How do you judge that? How do you have the moral compass to do that?
You just got to wonder if he's doing any of this. So 37 of 40 are going to get, 37 of 40 will get life instead of death. And why would he do this? Well, he's going to go visit the Pope. And the Pope is against the death penalty. Yeah. And maybe he's trying to expunge, have one thing, because he's also campaigned on the fact how much he loves abortion. So as a Catholic, you're going to go see the Pope. It's like, hey, yeah, I'm pro-abortion, but on the good side is I'm going to save some of the death penalty. Yeah, and so I'll let the killers, let the fetus die, but I'll let the murderers live.
That is so true. And you know what? I do sympathize with people who are against the death penalty, but what Joe Biden should have done, if he wanted to leave his mark on this, is something that he didn't do. The Wall Street Journal says the administration didn't give priority to bills to end federal capital punishment when he was in office, didn't follow through on his campaign pledge to call on states to eliminate the death penalty. If he wanted to make this a priority during his administration, that's what he should have done. Not at the 11th hour commute these sentences and rob people of the justice that they thought they had.
Well, and the other thing is, Carly, he's presenting this in the statement that was written for him, right? The administration is presenting this as a principled stance against the death penalty. Is like, we're against capital punishment. We're not going to let the next guy come in and carry out these executions when we had a moratorium. Okay, if you're so principled, why the exceptions, right? Principles don't have exceptions.
Political blowback.
Politics. It's all about politics. So if you're one of the 37 other families, sorry, your politics didn't matter as much than those 3, which they flagged for political reasons, which is very different than a principled stand.
Old man Walter releasing these, well, not releasing, but commuting these killers out here, terrible people, no longer on death row where they were going to be put to death. Now they're going to live forever in prison. They're going to live their last days there, and we're going to have to pay for it. Why do any of that? Why even keep it going? He's been just picking bad people after bad people to pardon and to commute and all that stuff. Why? Just more effort, I guess, to the downfall of our own country. Old man Walter is the worst. Next up, we got woman set on fire aboard New York City subway train dies, person of interest in custody. It's coming up next, but first we're going to read through the chat, see what you hooligans think about old man Walter pardoning those killers. Whatever, he commuted them. He didn't pardon them. They're still in prison, but still took them off at death row. Zero, the Pope is okay with killing babies? Yeah, all those people are corrupt. Zero, Joe keeps costing the U.S. money. What a piece of shit. Yep. Every way he can. Every way he can. Racking up those bills. He do public executions live on X. Yeah, he do. Maybe in the future. We'll see. Accountability has to show up first. You hooligans. I don't even know who that... I can't remember that woman's name. And her green dress. See you hooligans fancy her. Pumpkin, she looks nice in green. She does. Pumpkin, why would Walter do this? Stop signing every paper they put in front of you. Yeah, Pumpkin, that's what I think it is too. I think it's everyone around him. Like, go here, do this, sign this, say this. You know, it's so much of that. He doesn't know what's going on about anything. I doubt he even buttons his own pants. You know, I don't think he's doing his own zipper anymore. So, I don't know. I think they're just making use out of old man Walter, trying to tear down America. Paul, I agree it's a bit inhumane talking about using the drones in warfare. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. And I think eventually it's going to get banned. I think it's going to be one of those things that are on the no-no list when it comes to war games. B. Hendricks, CNN is showing surprise news conference of Trump right now. B. Hendricks, I went and looked it up, and I don't see President Trump live, but there is channels on, I said this in the chat, but for anybody that don't know, there is CNN channels on YouTube that are verified. They got like the little check mark thing or whatever, but they're fake. Those are not real CNN channels, and they're constantly showing riots and just random stuff. They're always showing whatever the popular topic is, and they play the same clips 24 hours a day, and it's all nonsense. It's not real. Bobby, I fancy her boobs. Well, that's nice, Bobby. What's up, Shroomish? Happy freedom to you. Shroomish, a lot of stuff is banned in war, but that doesn't stop Israel. I don't know how any of it works, Shroomish. I just know there's certain things banned. Like, I'm pretty sure they can't use anthrax anymore. They can't use the Agent Orange. There's like a bunch of other stuff that they're not supposed to. I mean, when it comes to war, it doesn't seem like you would really have rules, but they're not supposed to. And I think drones are going to be added to the list. What's up, Carson? Happy freedom to you. Master Meatball, they will suffer longer with life, I assume. Yeah. I think so too, Master Meatball. I just wish we didn't have to pay for them. You know, they're terrible people. They were on schedule to get deleted, and now they're not going to get deleted, and we're going to have to pay for them to be here and continue be the, you know, evil people they are living in a concrete room. It's no good. Thank you so much, Rich, for the bits over on Twitch. I really appreciate the support. Thank you so much, Rich. What's up, Energy Woman? Happy freedom. I don't know what that word is. I can't even say it in my head. I don't know if I can say it out loud. YouTube's community guidelines. I don't know what that is. Hooligans Island on death row. They stay in solitary confinement, but now they'll be in with the population and could possibly escape. Yeah, but they could also get tuned up, though. If they're going to be put in POP, there's a chance that other inmates might go after them, especially if they hurt kids and stuff. It'll be interesting to see what happens to those people. Cassie J, the Biden administration has been one of the worst things to happen to America. Oh, I agree. I agree. Everything we hate about what's going on in life right now is because old man Walter opened the door and paved the way. What's up, Find It, Fix It? Happy freedom to you. Let's see where we are. Oh, yes. Woman set on fire aboard New York City subway train, dies. Person of interest in custody. Now, before we get into this, I want to show you guys what Alistair sent me. Alistair sent me a bunch of Christmas ornaments. Oh, let me see here. If you guys will be able to see it. Look at that. Definitely. Got a bunch of them here. I'm going to drop the link in the chat in just a moment. But Alistair sent me a whole set. These are the metal ones, so it's got the metal back. But hold on, I'm going to drop this link in the chat. Now, we are so close to Christmas that you guys probably would not receive these on time, but Christmas will be back next year. So I'm going to drop this link in the chat for the only Hooligan store that Alistair put together, where you can get custom Hooligan ornaments. Well, they were custom made by Alistair. Like I said, he put the store together and he made the ornaments himself. So definitely go check them out. They come in a metal style or a wood style. You can buy them in singles or a set. But these are this year's Hooligan Christmas ornaments. I'm going to show you some other ones. Alistair sent me the whole set of the metal ones. Oh, and I just picked them up today. I'm going to put them on the Christmas tree, and you'll see them on the tree tomorrow. This is one of my favorites, the Hooligan Bigot one. So definitely click that link I just put in the chat and go check out the Hooligan Christmas ornaments. Like I said, you probably won't be able to receive them until after Christmas, but Christmas will be back next year and you could be all set with your Hooligan ornaments right on the Christmas tree. So definitely click that link and go check out the only Hooligan store. This one's one of my favorite ones too. Happy Freedom 2024. Thank you, Alistair. Thank you so much for sending me these ornaments. They are fantastic. I really appreciate everything you do for all of us, Alistair. Thank you. All right, let me find a spot for all these ornaments here because I don't want them getting messed up. I got to get them on the tree. Well, like I said, we are going to be hopping into this next video here. Woman set on fire aboard New York City subway train, dies, and the person of interest is in custody. Now, this guy is a border crosser, but I think in this video they're uncertain about it, but there's information come out. I can't remember what country he's from, Ecuador or somewhere. He's from somewhere, came here illegally, was deported, came back, set this woman on fire in New York. Really surprised that anybody even rides the subway anymore in New York. There really must be a demand there because we cover incidents happening on like a weekly basis. So either way, hit that thumbs up over on Rumble and let's get into this tragic story here.
Police have a person of interest in custody after a woman was set on fire and burned alive on a subway train.
Disturbing story here. Reports now saying the man in custody was a Guatemalan migrant, may have arrived in the country a few years ago. Good day's Briella Tomasetti is live in Coney Island, Brooklyn, with the very latest on this story. Briella, what's going on?
Yeah, still very much developing, Dan and Deshani. Good morning to both of you. But police do say a 33-year-old person of interest is in custody in the aftermath of this deadly attack. They have yet to formally ID him or charge him. He is being held at the 60th precinct as we speak. The NYPD saying this is one of the most depraved crimes they have ever seen. Investigators tell us just before 7:30 yesterday morning, both the female and the male, the female victim rather, and the 33-year-old man rode the F train to the Stillwell Avenue subway station in Coney Island. When the train stopped at the end of the line, the man calmly walked up to the woman who was seated and set her on fire with his lighter. MTA surveillance video captured the horrific attack, but we have chosen not to air it. That video shows the victim standing up and taking steps inside the train car while completely engulfed in flames. Officers working on the upper level of the station saw and smelled smoke and rushed down to the platform. They put out the flames with help from an MTA employee, but it was already too late. The woman died at the scene from her injuries. Now, responding officers captured these photos of the assailant on their body-worn cameras. Take a look. Those pictures quickly circulated. He is seen in the pictures wearing a gray hoodie, wool hat, jeans, and work boots. Just outside.
Is that a Gucci hat?
Here's what we know so far about his arrest.
Called 911 to say that they recognize the suspect. Other transit officers responded to that 911 call and also spotted the man.
This individual was recognized
at the J and York Street station on the F line. That individual arrived here, it looks like, in 2018 from Guatemala.
Hours after the attack, Governor Kathy Hochul posted photos to social media touting how safe the subways have become since she deployed the National Guard to the system back in March. According to statistics released from her office earlier this month, subway crime was down by 42% since 2021. She added that ridership increased by 148%. Again, still waiting for more information to hear whether that Guatemalan immigrant was documented or not. Police have not ID'd that man or the victim in this horrific attack. For now, we're live, though, in Coney Island. Dan and Tashani, back to you.
Briella, thank you.
So he's from Guatemala, not Ecuador. But he is a border crosser who was kicked out of the country and came back. And he was originally kicked out, I think, for also committing a violent crime against some Americans. Now, in that video, they hadn't figured out who he was yet. Now they know who he is. He's in custody and all of that. There's actually videos of him being arrested. He was on the subway and people spotted him, called the police, and he was just hanging out on the car, and the police came in, tackled him, put him on his face, put him in handcuffs and all of that. On X, there's videos claiming that he had put alcohol on her. She was sleeping and possibly under the influence of drugs or alcohol, and he put alcohol on her and then set her on fire. Now, in that video, they just say, oh, he used his lighter and set her on fire. We're not flammable, okay? We're like 70% water. I mean, you can't just set a human on fire. You got to add something. There's more to the recipe than just human plus fire. And so I don't know what he put on her. Obviously, the news don't know what he put on her, at least not yet. But a lot of people are saying on X that it was alcohol and that he had set her on fire. Now, that video is really mild that we just showed. On X, you can watch her burn. You can watch her stand there and walk around completely on fire, and she died like that. Now, it is hard to watch. It is very hard to watch. So I don't recommend going and watching it unless you're really into that kind of stuff. I've probably seen it 1,100 times already because it's all over X, and X's algorithm is kind of rough. So if you see one video you don't like, you're going to see it 100 times, and that sucks. But either way, like I said, the actual video is on X. It's not really worth watching, but this is why we got to get these border crossers out of here. This is why we got to close the border. Everybody acts like, well, like that guy I was talking to earlier was just off his rocker about being a Democrat. I had brought up border crossers and stuff like that, and he's like, yeah, and President Trump's trying to kick out border crossers, American-born children. I'm like, well, yeah. You want to see them go into the foster care? You want them to go outside of the country with mom and dad? And he didn't really have an answer to that. But this is why we got to get rid of the border crossers, because they're monsters. These people are monsters, and they're out here killing us, and everyone's like, oh, the poor asylum seekers. Yeah, poor asylum seeker just set that woman on fire. Like, when is it going to be the poor Americans? You know, when is it going to be poor us? Like, look at the people in North Carolina. They're still living in tents. And it's winter temperatures. Like, they're not even reporting anything on North Carolina. There could be people dead in tents right now. We won't even know because they're ignoring North Carolina because they don't want to raise a whole lot of awareness that the government isn't helping those people. The government also just passed that spending bill, and a certain portion of it gave money to FEMA for hurricane relief. So FEMA should be right now out there helping North Carolina, but I doubt it. I doubt it. But it's always the poor asylum seekers. That's why we got to kick these fuckers out. Next up, we got the last little bit of our news, and I did go find funny videos of the day, so don't you worry. This last little bit of the news is titled Trump Pledges to Ban DEI in both the public and private sectors. Now, President Trump was live yesterday, but it was Sunday, which is our day off to recharge the batteries around here, so we didn't cover it. But I told you guys I would grab a clip from it, and so I did. It's coming up next, but first we're going to read through the chat and see what you hooligans think about this woman being set on fire by a border crosser. Breeze by you, they need to go now, evil assholes. Yep, I agree. Zero, no, I don't want to see that. Screenshots is enough. Yeah, it's rough. It's rough to watch. Yeah, 10 man, I agree. Cassie J, They've made this country as dangerous as the countries they came from, where it's not safe to be a female. Yeah, Cassie J. Well, and that's what's crazy is Americans act like they don't know what a woman is. Meanwhile, the border crossers are attacking the women. So nobody's sticking up for women. That's what it looks like. It's not good. It is not good. Breeze by you. I thought they had National Guard in the subway now. I don't know what's the deal with that, because they did deploy the National Guard to the subway, and whenever it's convenient, Democrats will record National Guard and put it on TV and go, oh, the government's doing something weird to us. But then we see stories like this, and it's like, well, where's the National Guard at for that? You know, just like Daniel Penny, where was the National Guard for that? They're there. Well, where are they? What are they doing? Like, maybe they're not there anymore. They quietly left and they didn't tell anybody. I don't really know. It's weird because they were deployed. I don't know if they're still there or not, though. And it doesn't seem like it makes a difference at all. Zero, did he pour accelerant on her? No way a person's clothes would burn like that. Yeah, Zero, I don't know. I don't know. All I know is what they're saying on X, and that's that he had put alcohol on her before setting her on fire. Breeze by you, it is really bad. I accidentally saw the video on X. Yeah, it's hard to not see it. It's everywhere on X. 69 Drummer, say her name. Amelia Carter. That's her name. Well, thank you for letting us know, 69 Drummer. Oh, the other thing that's really controversial about the woman being on fire is apparently there was some security or even an officer on the scene. And there's that video, like I'm saying, where you can see the woman on fire just kind of standing there and trotting back and forth, but you know, she's gone. But there's an officer walking back and forth in front of the open doors where the woman on fire is standing there on fire. And I don't know if it's an officer or a security guard, but he did absolutely nothing. He just walked back and forth in front of the door there. And a lot of people are saying, what is that about? And I haven't heard any answers to that. I'm starting to feel like we're going to have a follow-up of this video. Yeah, Paul, I totally agree. Pumpkin, don't go on the subway. Yeah, you never know if you'll survive it. Zupia, the video is wild. I wonder how she was so calm while burning to death. A lot of people ask that, Zupia. That's why some people think that maybe she was under the influence of drugs. That maybe she woke up and was in a daze and on fire. Some people think that she was just in shock. That her body was just going through the motions. It's hard to say. I don't know. It's rough though. That video is so hardcore. Rappy, no way could I ever go on the subway. Yeah, I wouldn't go on the subway unarmed. I know that. What's up, Wayward? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Free Thinking Texan? Happy freedom to you. Peyton, perhaps it was a faked event. Some people are saying that the video footage looks suspicious because of the cop wandering around, but there's so much reporting on it. I don't think it's fake. I think it's the real deal. And there's so many different angles. You can watch this woman burn from like 9 different points of view. Even the guy getting arrested, you can see it from 3 different points of view. I'm pretty sure it's the real deal. Enter user pure evil. Absolutely. Absolutely. You got to be a wackadoodle to go and do some stuff like that. I get mad at people. Never wanted to set a person on fire though. Never wanted to do that. And not, like I said before, you know, when I was a teenager, I was like a rageaholic. I would, like, if I could like self-destruct, I would, like, just out of like pure effort. But nah, never wanted to set anybody on fire. Not at all. You got to be a crazy person. Mary Todd, he was an illegal alien. Yep, he's a border crosser. Thank you so much, Energy Woman, for that $25 donation over on Rumble. I really appreciate the support. Thank you so much, Energy Woman. It says, stop, drop, and roll. Well, thank you, Energy Woman. 69 Drummer, make Daniel Penny great again. Yeah. Well, and I wonder, what did it even look like? Like, if the guy's pouring stuff on the sleeping woman, why didn't anybody do anything? Daniel Penny just got away with sticking up for people on the subway. You would think that'd be a little motivation there. Stop the guy from pouring liquid on the sleeping woman. And then he wandered over there and set her on fire. And then everybody was like, oh, damn. Yeah, like, try. I don't know. Doesn't make any sense to me. Irish. I seen the video on X. It was blurred, but still disturbing. The unedited video, or there's unedited videos, but decided not to watch. Yeah, Irish. Yeah. See, I haven't even seen any of the censored versions, but it's nothing to go look up. You don't want to see that stuff. Jay Blazer, he set her on fire with a lighter, no accelerant. Yeah, see, they're not reporting on it accurately. Hurley Girl, I know you'd never show anything against terms of service. This is amongst other violent crimes. It's just disgusting, and I'm pretty sure anyone with a centered brain wants this to stop. Absolutely, Hurley Girl. Yeah. What's up, Drina? Happy freedom to you. Turbo Goat? No, I've never heard of that. What's up, Patrick? Happy freedom. You think he used Everclear? It could be. It definitely could be. Hooligans Island, he probably doused her in lighter fluid. I mean, he had to do something. You know, applying a lighter to a person sleeping doesn't do what she went through. Bombay Man, her head was on fire and she was still moving. Yes, Bombay Man. Yeah. It was, yeah. It's not good. Scott Johnson, wasn't she homeless? Tattered clothing go up. She might have been homeless. I don't know, though. I still don't think she would have just set on fire like that. It's hard to say. I mean, she obviously had some sort of accelerant on her. Patrick, no way I'd ever go into New York City. I'd like to see what it's like. I've always wanted to go there, but since I've been live streaming all the depressing shit that happens in New York City, I don't think I'd ever stay there for a long period of time. And I'd be armed. I wouldn't give a fuck what anybody says. Only time I leave the house without a gun is when I'm ready to die. And I ain't ready to die yet. And that's how I think about it. Monkey, this is insane video. The world is lost. Yeah, like I said, that is the most mild way I was able to show the story. What's up, Sam Miller? Happy freedom. It's not like I can get on here and play those videos off X. Not like I'd want to. It's very hard to watch. Zero, there's many questions. This is fishy. Yeah, that's why I think that we're probably gonna have a follow-up video to some degree. For a cat, carry your mace and tasers, ladies. No, you ladies should have guns. You should have guns. You should be carrying firearms legally. I mean, you know, tasers and mace is great, but when you're fighting monsters, right? If you were fighting an American, mace and some taser might do some stuff. You're fighting these monsters from outside the border walls, they might like that stuff. They might put a little mace right on their French fries. You never know. People need to be armed legally. Lisa, happy freedom. I'll keep my ass in the woods. Yeah, Lisa. There's no way I'd be getting on the subway. Snooks, I need some kind of defense type spray. If you go in the automotive area of Walmart, like where you can buy CD players, speakers, grips for your steering wheel, floor mats, stickers for your windows, in that area they also sell mace. And it's cheap. It's real cheap. They come in little keychains and stuff. I got mace in the Subaru just in case I need a non-lethal, because I don't think pistol whipping people is considered non-lethal. So I guess I have mace for those reasons, but that and paper cuts. But anyways, yeah, you can get mace at Walmart in the automotive section. Like I said, right next to where you can buy speakers and CD players. And it's cheap. It's real cheap. You don't need a permit or anything like that. Now, every state's different. Got to, read your state laws. But here in Michigan, you can find it right there at Walmart. Right in the automotive. Stuck it right in her automotive. Anyways, moving forward here, Trump pledges to ban DEI in both the public and the private sectors. This is a clip from yesterday's live. President Trump was speaking at Turning Point USA, but it was Sunday, our day to recharge the batteries, so that's why we didn't cover it, but I told you guys we'd get a clip. So here it is. Once again, Trump pledges to ban DEI in both the public and private sectors. Hit that thumbs up over on Rumble, and let's get this rolling.
What they've done to this country is just absolutely terrible, but we'll end the left's campaign of racial discrimination and restore equality to our land and all over our land. And you see that happening so much with the vote and the kind of vote we got. Nobody ever expected anything like that. And I'll end all of the Marxist diversity, equity, and inclusion policies across the entire federal government immediately. And at the same time, we will ban these unlawful policies we're going to ban them from the private sector as well. In America, we believe in the merit system, and now because of the major decision handed down recently by the Supreme Court, our country has again gone back to the merit system. That's what made our country great. And I want to just thank the Supreme Court, because that took a great deal of courage for them to do that. And some people were surprised by it, but that's what made us great. Merit made us great.
So like I said, that was President Trump live at Turning Point USA yesterday. He also brought up taking back the Panama Canal, having that under American hold. And then also he slid the idea of purchasing Greenland. I don't know a whole lot about it. I was still scanning through the clips and whatnot. Didn't have time. I'll look into it after the live, though. But it's definitely some interesting ideas. And like I said, that neighbor guy that I had talked to that apparently is a Democrat, he had brought that up. He was like, did you hear that President Trump says he's going to buy Greenland? And I was like, no, I didn't hear that. And he's like, yeah, what a commie. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, whatever you say, buddy. I don't know who sells him conspiracies and stuff. Is there a Democrat version of Alex Jones? I don't know. My neighbor, he is off his rocker. But either way, that is the last little bit of the news I have for you hooligans today. We have two funny videos that we're going to be covering here in just a moment. First one's titled Monsters. These kind of monsters. Monster affects everyone differently. And then our official funny video of the day is titled Story Time with the Bidens. All of that's coming up next. But first, we're going to read through the chat, see what you hooligans think about President Trump. Produced by you, carry a gun. Absolutely. Zero, why is he bringing up the Panama Canal? I don't know. I don't even know what the Panama Canal is. Like, I literally don't even know what that is. But President Trump says we want it, so I just stand next to that. Yeah. Give it back. I don't know. I'm going to have to read about it after the live. Energy Woman, I'm moving to Greenland as soon as it's the 51st state. Is it nice in Greenland? I don't know anything about Greenland. There's snow over there, isn't there? Paul, Mexico would be a good purchase. Are we just going to buy out countries now? They're going to have to wait in line. I thought Canada was going to be the 51st state. So is Greenland going to be 52? Mexico is going to be 53? Then the Ukraine's going to be like, hey guys, sign us up. Do the thing. Mm-hmm. Wayward, I always thought Mexico would be a great purchase. I don't know. I mean, I guess. Sage Pup, a bear trap on the crotch will stop anyone. I agree. Sage Pup. You just walk around with a bear trap with you. Is there a law against that? I think you'd be all right. Paul, DEI is discrimination? Absolutely. Mr. B. New, defense spray is a snub nose 357. Yeah, Mr. B. New. Afraid to get Texan bear mace is insane. Yeah, if you can get bear mace, it's good stuff. Paul, wasp spray. That's not quite bear mace, but I bet it'd do the trick. Hit you, spray with some Raid right in the face. Sorry, I thought you were a cockroach. I don't know. I don't know what kind of charge you get over that. It'd be hard not to laugh in court, though. They start bringing up the charges and shit, and you're over snickering. Judge is getting all pissed off. You're like, come on. I sprayed him in the face with Raid. He'll be fine. B. Hendricks, make booby traps great again. Mm-hmm. Lisa, it's an extremely important canal cut through land to save miles of ocean travel. Oh, so it has to do with like imports and stuff? Lisa, and we built it? Well, yeah, they should give it back to us then. Patrick, carburetor cleaner. Yeah, that'll work too. Some brake cleaner? Take some brake cleaner straight to the face? I mean, I don't know. Hooligans Island cat piss. No. Women digging through the purse. Oh, it's right next to the cat piss. Why you got cat piss in the purse? Defense reasons. Oh, all right. Me, I just squeeze the Klaus. Oh no, intruder! Just squeeze the Klaus at him. Do the trick every time. Now, if an intruder came in the house, I'm throwing the Klaus as I'm loading in the mags. That's how it's going. Klaus goes first. He knows. He's already prepared for this. We've trained 1,000,000 times. What's up, AKA Happy Freedom? Mexico has oil. Oh, yeah. If we bought Mexico, we'd have that much more oil. Nicole, the Panama Canal was ours. It may be ours once again. Hooligans Island, unless she used a lot of hairspray. No, I don't think it was the hairspray that got her. But it could have been, so, you know, you got to be mindful of how much hairspray you use. They think you're protesting for East Palestine, Ohio. Really, you were smoking a cigarette after too much hairspray? You never know. Zero. We paid for it to be built. Carter sold it for $1. Wow. Really? That is... I'm going to have to learn about the Panama Canal because I don't know a whole lot of... I don't know anything about it. You guys are learning me. Zero wasp spray is racist. It might be. Man, China's trying to take over the canal right now. Yeah, we better do something about it. What do we got? I think we got 29 days until President Trump takes over. Let me take a gander really quick on our clock here. 28 days. 28 days until Inauguration Day. Goodness, we're getting down to it. Irish, I was cracking up. I watched the video. President Trump said at one point, woke is bullshit. Yeah, Irish. Hold on, let me find it really quick because I think I did bookmark that on X, but I figured we had enough videos. Sometimes we got so many videos that not all of them make it on the list. Anything that's too light will get cut out, but let me see if I can find it because I'm pretty sure I got it bookmarked here. One of these. So many videos of that woman on fire. Jesus loves us. I just seen it 6 times trying to find this Trump video. This right here. Let me see. Okay, we're just adding this in. This is our extra news of the day. Now, obviously, I haven't screened it, so I don't know what it says other than Trump says woke is bullshit.
And woke has to stop. Because along with everything else, it's destroying our country. We're going to stop woke. Woke is bullshit. As an example, in addition to the military bases, I understand they want to now rename 14 ships. We want to rename them. Some of these ships have had a great and glorious past. They want to take the name off and put another name down. Oh, I can imagine whose name they're going to put up. Not going to happen with me. It's not happening with me, I can promise you that. And woke.
So that's our little bonus news right there. President Trump, woke is bullshit. You hear that crowd erupt? Everybody agrees. Alistair made this for us. This is part of our Hooligan evening post. He's been making all kinds of images. They're badass. I keep posting them on X. At the bottom, although you can't see it because it's covered up, it says, does a presidential pardon confuse Krampus? 28 days until daddy comes home. Walter snubs Kamala. Be afraid, be very afraid of whatever they say you should be. Love that, Alistair. Heck yeah. Oh, Krampus. Well, we're going to be reading through really quick here, and then we're going to get on to the fun stuff. Like I said, we got 2 funny videos coming up next. Zero, changing names is erasing history. Yeah, it is. Changing names and changing definition. Kung Fu, love that. That's awesome, Alistair. Yeah, Kung Fu. I feel the same way. He's been cranking them out. Keeping things festive. Paul, Panama Canal is a national security issue. Well, I wonder how the argument over it will go. What's up, Muskie Boss? Happy freedom. And you are right. I can't say that out loud, but you're right. All day. Mary Todd. Just got a Christmas card from UPS driver. Oh, that's cool, Mary Todd. My mail people don't bring me anything fun like that. I got the finger once. That was nice. What's up, Dual Helix? Happy freedom and Merry Christmas to you. What's up, Mav? Merry Christmas. Master Meatball. I'm trying to think. Yeah, I want to check it out. Send me a link through the Whisper thing, and I'll check out the countdown clock you're talking about. Hey, be safe out there, Visions, and don't work too hard. Patrick, Krampus 2015 is a good movie. See, I haven't seen any Krampus movie. I'm trying to think. I did see a Christmas movie a night or two ago that had Krampus in it, but it also had the gay rock. I think it's called Red One or something like that. It was alright. I don't really like the rock, but it was alright. What's up, Mercy Rain? Happy freedom to you. Everything. Panama Canal is a military value. It also affects ships and coasts, costs, etc. Yeah, everything. Hopefully we can get the Panama Canal now. I didn't realize it was such a big deal. Oh, thank you for the info, Annette, and be safe out there. Free the Texan Red One. Yeah, it's all right. I mean, I don't really like The Rock, but the movie was all right. What's up, Roy? Happy freedom to you. Merry Christmas, Nana. All right, hooligans, we're getting into the fun stuff here. Now, before we do, I want to remind you really quick, if you would like to support the live to keep us running, you're welcome to use that Linktree link in the description in order to make donations. You can do that by using PayPal, Cash App, Stripe, Locals, Buy Me a Coffee, or you can even send crypto. Now let's get these funny videos pulled up. I barely can remember what they are now.
I'm drinking.
Oh, yes. Now, I had to do this while live, so they may not be as funny as they normally are, but I think they were pretty funny. First one here, we're going to play it in full screen. It's titled, Monster, the energy drink, affects everyone differently.
I'm drinking like Monster energy drinks sometimes, which are like piss magnets that make you want to pee.
Make you want to beat your wife too, dude. I've seen a lot of dudes drinking Monster that you know they're going home to punch.
That's terrible. I have never heard that before, but Theo Von, he's always got to one-up everybody. I don't know about beating your wife. Never done that. Either way, getting into our official funny video of the day. It's titled Story Time with the Bidens. All right. Hit that thumbs up over on Rumble, and let's get this rolling.
Up on Santa's lap, Zelensky sat queer, ready to ask him for billions of more dollars, enough for the year. Along came Trump, though, cheeks jolly with glee. You aren't getting that money, as nothing's for free. Zelensky stammered and stuttered, his eyes wide with rage. But without that money, I'll have to work minimum wage. Trump then looked at Santa and gave a slight smile. Exactly the point. He said, "You've been mooching a while." Zelensky then stormed out, annoyed and dismayed. He ran to his wife, trying to get laid.
Story time with the Bidens. Well, hooligans, that is all the coffee I had for you guys today. I'm going to drop this Linktree link in the chats for all of you guys. We're going to read through, and then we got the Pledge of Allegiance coming up next. Get this links drop. Everything's fighting against me. Oh, that's what I was supposed to get. I should have bought a mouse yesterday. Thank you for letting me know, and thank you for sending me that Master Meatball. I'll check it in just a second. Alright, hooligans. There's a Linktree link where all of my links are listed. So if you'd like to make donations, join membership programs, or purchase any merch, I would really appreciate it. All of your guys' contributions keep us running every day except for Sunday, because we gotta have a day to recharge those batteries. Definitely go join Discord. Discord is our free hooligan community. It's the best way to be notified every single time we go live. The hooligans are there, keeping the conversation going 24/7, and we have 2 news boards to keep you up to date with everything going on around the world. So definitely go join Discord. If you're feeling real saucy, go join jeffmaclive.com. Over on the website, it is the best way to experience the live. Our built-in chat has more ability than any other platform. You can post memes and GIFs and custom emojis and links and all kinds of stuff right there in the chat while watching the live. You'll have access to Hooligans Alley, which is our private social media area. You'll have access to the forums, which is to encourage open discussion. And you'll also have access to the arcade, which is full of games that adapt to your phone that are a ton of fun. And then you will have access to the advanced messaging system with the built-in group chats that gives you the ability to text each other, call each other, video call each other, group texting, group calling, group video calling, and more. jeffmaclive.com is the place to be and the home of the hooligans. So definitely go get yourself a membership. We're going to read through the chat really quick, and we got the Pledge of Allegiance coming up next. Oh, thank you, Jay Spray. Appreciate you being here. Thank you, Breeze by You. Zero, ew, he was touching a baby. Yeah, old man Walter. He was sniffing that Zelensky hard. Oh, I hope you have a good day as well, Breeze by You. What's up, Kirk Allen? Happy freedom to you. Thank you, MU. Appreciate you being here. 1 day and 8 hours until Christmas. Yes. Thank you for your thinking, Texan. Good Lord, Musky Boss. Is that what he does? Thank you, Pumpkin. Irish. President Trump said a lot of good things during the speech, was even giving it hard to shapeshifters. By the way, I sent you an email yesterday. Oh, I have it in my notifications, Irish. I'll check it right after the live. Mav, we're doing the Republican pledge, right? Is there? I didn't know there was another Pledge of Allegiance. I know there's a fake national anthem out there, but we don't play that stuff around here. Not around here, partner. What's up, BKL? Happy freedom to you. BKL, any politician who refused to help Tom Homan and ICE deport illegals should be charged with a crime. They're supposedly going to be. Tom Homan said anybody who is harboring, aiding, and abetting illegal aliens from being arrested and deported by ICE will be held accountable. That they will have charges pressed against them. He said he'll take him to court if he's got to. What's up, Bagpiper? Happy freedom. Bagpiper starting The Sopranos season 5 tonight. Excited. See, I've never seen The Sopranos. I've never seen any of that stuff. I know a lot of people that like it, though. Everything. Did you know that Zelensky was a comic actor who played a president before becoming a supposed legit president? No, everything. I didn't even know Ukraine was a real anything until Russia invaded it. Thanks, Josh. appreciate you seeing the tree here. We're going to be hanging these hooligan Christmas ornaments on it right after the live. I'm super excited about it. Thank you for the compliments, Josh D. Dual Helix, my ability to communicate is cursed today. Sorry to hear that, Dual Helix. I know what that's like. Thank you, Sage Pup. Thank you, Dual Helix. All right, hooligans, it is that time once again. Please join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, did the thing. We are good to go. Going to read through the chat one last time just to make sure no hooligans are left behind, but we are wrapping this up. We'll be live again tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern time for the very next Coffee with Hooligans. Zero, Elon said any politicians that doesn't back Trump's picks, he'll help fund the person running against them. That's hilarious, Zero. Yeah, they don't want to play those games. That's right, Nana. Play ball. Thank you, Rappy. Appreciate you being here. Much love to you, Pumpkin, and Merry Christmas. Thank you, Mav. Hooligans Island play ball, but no balls in the stalls. That's right. They really quieted down on Capitol Hill about fighting over the bathrooms. We'll see, I think on January 3rd, I believe that's when we get the new Congress. And that's when, Tim McBride. Tim McBride is supposed to be there, and that's what the controversy is over, because Tim McBride likes to wear dresses. Can't figure out what bathroom to use. So we'll know. January 3rd, they might fire up those bathroom problems again. We'll see. Thank you, Cassie J. Appreciate you being here. Thank you, 10 Man. All right, hooligans, I think we're good to go. What's up, U-Town? Happy freedom to you. All right, hooligans, I appreciate all of you guys being here. Make sure you have a fantastic night and be safe out there. We're finally getting a little warm weather here. I think it's 36 today. It's good stuff, but try and stay warm out there. And we'll see you guys tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern time for the very next Coffee with Hooligans. Huge shout out to everyone that made donations, joined the membership programs, or purchased any merch. I really appreciate all of you hooligans, and I wouldn't be able to do any of this if it wasn't for you. So thank you so much for all your support, and I'll see you on the next live. Until then, stand tall, shine bright, and that's a wrap.